Thank you very much.
So I want to thank everyone who has spoken, and now we'll take a few questions. If not, I have more I can say about this plan, that's for sure.
Erin McWilliams with WBRZ. Have you heard from Central residents? Do they feel like enough is being done for them?
Well, I will tell you, have we had meetings in Central? We've had one meeting to my knowledge. We're going back out to Central, I believe, tomorrow. And the current mayor of Central has certainly supported. One of the pluses about this plan, and there are a number of positives, is that this plan is touching every part of our parish. Every part of our parish will be touched. And many times one of the accusations has been around, you know, the involvement of politics in decisions. I can tell you that I have had council members who have come up to me directly and very specifically and said, while they don't have a voluminous amount of projects in their particular district, that they are certainly looking at this plan from the big picture. They see how it is going to impact the entire city and parish, and that has been very refreshing. This plan is touching every part of our parish, and that's a positive. Yes, sir.
Back to Central for a minute. Some of the projects very important in Central, such as widening Milford, Sullivan, Wax, extending Sherwood up to Jewel. But some of these things have actually been in previous plans, like the pothole tax, and then the money didn't come through. So Central residents are concerned about whether these things will actually happen and when they will happen. Can you tell us when those things will happen in Central?
So, oh yeah, I'm sorry. About repeating the question. The question was, if I could paraphrase a little bit, a number of projects are identified in the Central area, Wax, Hooper, etc. But there is a concern among Central residents regarding whether we will do what we say we're going to do because of some past history. Is that pretty
When?
And when. So let me start first with the last question, when. We are first going to, and I have my transportation manager back there who can certainly speak more specifically to it, but our first goal is to deal with some of the low-hanging fruit from a parish-wide perspective, which deals with our traffic synchronization. Then second, well, before that, once the plan is approved, there will be a program manager who will be in charge of the prioritization of many of the projects. Undoubtedly, there are some projects that have already been established, which many of our projects, proposed projects, will connect to. So that makes sense, connecting to those projects that have already started. So that would be part of it. Now let's talk about the trust factor, because that undoubtedly is not only a narrative for Central, but just in general. I cannot reiterate enough that the programs, the projects that have been established on this ballot will be the only projects that will be done. And let me say, believe it or not, one day I will not be the mayor of Baton Rouge or president of this parish. And so no one will be able to tamper with the money, the established projects. It is illegal. I love our commercial, if you haven't seen it, one of them that's out, that shows the safe and the money locked in the safe. It can't be tampered with. And so that is something people need to know. And if there is a move afoot to do that at some later date down the road, then you can rest assured that it is not a legal move.
May I just follow up on that? Plan is for 30 years.
Yes.
So without a priority list that we know when the projects will be completed, some of these things like in Central could be long down the road. So that's what we're wondering.
Okay.
When would it happen?
Yeah, so that's what I'm sharing with you, is that as soon as the program manager is assigned, that program manager will produce a public list of prioritized projects. That will take place immediately. And so that will be for public consumption. People can see. In fact, I haven't discussed this with my traffic manager or director, but there is a program out there, when I say program, a technology program out there that is designed just for capital improvement projects just like this, which will show the residents the timeline, but not only the timeline, what's being worked on, when it's being worked on. You will be able to see it from geographically with maps. You'll be able to see it with itemized information. You'll be able to find out if you're going to be impacted because this road work is going on. So I would hope that we can implement that, Fred. I haven't talked to you about it, but the mayor's mind is always going, and I found out about this and thought it would be an excellent complement for transparency in this project, and so that the citizens, and guess what? The citizens in this particular format will have an opportunity to add information on what they see going on as the project is progressing. So I assure you that we will put in everything possible to give the citizens an opportunity to see, to know. Transparency will be there.